is up, you guys? Welcome back to another one. If you are new to the channel, I am Gold Pony. Today we are in the new 2019 Audi S4, courtesy of Sun Motor Cars in Mechanicsburg, PA. And so there have actually been several changes for the 2019 S4, and I will be going over them for you guys today. So as always, let's start with pricing. And so let me begin with the new trim level for the 2019 S4. Premium trim is now available for the S4 starting at $50,200. Then you have the Premium Plus, which is the one we have today, for $54,500, and the Prestige for $57,800. But regardless of trim level, power plant on the 2019 S4 will be the same. Powering this one is going to be a 3-liter turbocharged V6 engine, putting out 349 horsepower at 5,400 RPM, 369 pound-feet of torque, available at around 1,300 RPM. Power is going to be sent to all four wheels through Audi's Quattro all-wheel drive system. That power is sent to the ground through an 8-speed automatic with paddle shifters, which we will be testing out in a little bit here. But Audi claims 0 to 60 time of 4.4 seconds. Motor Trend puts it at 4.2 because we always know Audi underestimates and over-delivers every single time. But all in all, top speed comes in at 155 miles per hour. MPG numbers 21 city, 30 on the highway. And so, but then before we do any kind of acceleration, I did want to mention there are driving modes available for the 2019 S4 through Audi's Drive Select button, which is located just underneath the climate control settings there. But that's going to give you modes like Comfort, Auto, Dynamic, and Individual. Of course, Individual being the one where you can really tailor the car to make it your own. But those drive modes are going to adjust things like the throttle response, the shift points, and the steering sensitivity, actually. And all in all, Dynamic is the best driving mode to have the most fun, especially in a car like the S4. So let's put it in that dynamic driving mode here. Let's do a quick little acceleration with the paddle shifters. Want to see how quickly they react for us, and let's see how quickly we can get this 2019 S4 here up to speed. Here we go. I can't stop laughing. This car is nuts. And so the paddle shifters are absolutely instantaneous, as they always have been in Audi. So definitely a fan of that. Acceleration is absolutely ridiculous. Really, there's no possible way you cannot have fun in this car. And the best part about it, it is quite cold today here in Pennsylvania, but with the Audi Quattro all-wheel drive, the power actually sticks to the ground regardless of the cold weather. In a rear-wheel drive car, you more than likely would not get that, but with Audi's Quattro all-wheel drive, you still get amazing accelerations when it's cold out. And so, but then to go along with that acceleration, braking is equally important. And so up front, you will find 13.8-inch ventilated front discs. In the back, 13-inch ventilated rear discs. And as far as the braking feel goes, I've had absolutely no issues. There's no brake pedal delay or anything like that with the S4. When it comes to handling and suspension, up front you will find a 5-link independent steel spring S4 Sport suspension, differentiating itself from the standard A4. In the back, the exact same thing essentially. And as far as the steering feel goes, definitely more on the heavier side, so it has a nice weight to it here in the S4. Ride quality has been just fine. No issues there for me either. It is going to ride a little firmer if you bump up the wheel size like we have today, but I'll get more into that a little bit later. But lastly, as far as cabin noise goes, it does still sound like a luxury vehicle inside. There isn't a whole lot of exterior noises coming into the cabin. Did want to mention though, this S4 exhaust does pop a little bit when you downshift, so it's not super loud, but it is there. You can definitely hear it. But so then when it comes to visibility, I have never had an issue with an A4 or an S4, so perfect visibility when it comes to this one. And also, one additional thing I wanted to mention is there is a head-up display available if you go with the Prestige trim level on this one. Little added visibility helps the driver keep their eyes on the road a little better because their speed and speed limit is going to be projected upon the windshield there, and it gives you some safety features actually up on the windshield as well, so that's there for you if you wanted it. But enough with the driving dynamics, you guys. Let's now check out the exterior of this new 2019 Audi S4. And so starting up front, of course, you will find that amazing looking Audi single frame front grille, and there will be an S4 designation within that grille as well. To the sides, LED headlights will come standard. They will come with the automatic feature along with automatic headlight leveling as well. That's definitely something you usually don't find standard. Also, just above that on the hood there, I did want to mention there are heated windshield washer nozzles. Wanted to mention that because I do live in PA, so quite often it is quite cold and snow or ice will end up there. And of course, snow will then fall onto your windshield when you brake. And so when those are heated, therefore you still have the windshield washer fluid to help get all the snow off the car. So that's always nice. But making your way to the side, you will find aluminum trim window surrounds, power power adjustable heated side mirrors with LED integrated turn signals. Also just below, 18-inch double 5-spoke alloy wheels with summer performance tires will come standard. However, I was mentioning the optional wheel sizes. What you are looking at right now actually is 19-inch double 5-spoke alloys, and that's going to add an additional $800 if you were interested there. Then make your way to the back. You will find S4 badging in the back there, along with LED taillights with dynamic turn signals. And what that essentially means is when you have the turn signals on, it looks like the LEDs are sliding from one side to the other. Definitely a cool effect there. And I almost forgot, I wanted to mention before I go any further, the exterior color on this one is called Quantum Gray. It's subtle but yet different from anything else on the road. Definitely a fan. But anyways, underneath the taillights there, you will find dual exhaust outlets with quad tips. So you guys know what we have to do next. As always, here is that exhaust clip. And so, but now since we are around back, when it comes to opening that rear hatch, there actually is a button on the key fob, so simply press that if you like. That will open up for you. And if you go with the Premium Plus trim level and up, you will actually have a hands-free trunk lid release. So simply walk up to the S4 with the key and that's going to open up. But once opened up, cargo capacity is going to come in at 13 cubic feet. If that was not enough space for you, there is a 40-20-40 split, meaning those rear seats do fold down for quite a bit of extra space there if you needed it. But also found in the cargo area are 4 cargo tie-down hooks, 2 side nets, and 2 grocery hooks as well. Then make your way to the rear legroom. That comes in at 35.7 inches. So for reference, I'm an even 6 feet tall. This is how much space I have back there. Also, those rear passengers will find a rear center armrest with cup holders along with rear ventilation. And the particular S4 we have today does actually have the cold weather package. So if you notice those rear heated seat buttons, that is how they got there. That package adds an additional $750 if you wanted it. But making your way to the front seats, there is a leather Alcantara combination that will come standard for all trim levels. And then will come 12-way power adjustable with 4-way power lumbar and the massage function for both driver and passenger. That's pretty darn sweet. And those front seats will come heated as well. But of course, there's plenty of options for the front seats, including a Napa leather interior package that we have that adds an additional $1,000. But that's also going to give you the quilted leather pattern that you also see right now. But taking a look up front, there is a tilt and telescoping steering wheel, and you will find that S emblem at the bottom of the steering wheel there. And again, with the cold weather package, it will also actually be heated today as well. And so, but then when it comes to the startup, let me first start by showing you guys the key here. You actually do have an S designation on the back there, but flipping that around, lock, unlock, and that button to pop the rear hatch. Either way, to start this one up, you will find a push button start for the Premium Plus trim level and up. And so, but then once started up, what everybody always wants to know is, how do I get that Audi virtual cockpit? Premium Plus and Prestige trim levels are going to give you that. And all of what is on that digital gauge setup can be controlled by using the steering wheel mounted controls on the left side there. But that's going to give you things like the car's information, Bluetooth information, radio settings, navigation. Really, the navigation is the best part because there is a view button on the steering wheel there. If you press that, you can toggle between a full navigation setup across all of the gauges or just a small one in the left corner there with the tachometer being front and center. So that is perhaps my favorite part about Audi's virtual cockpit. You gotta love that. But let's make our way to overall interior quality now. 3-zone climate control actually will come standard, along with a black cloth headliner, power sunroof, aluminum interior trim. However, a lot of that aluminum interior trim actually has been swapped out for the carbon fiber trim. That adds an additional $500, but we have a heck of a lot of that today. Ambient LED interior lighting will also come standard, along with illuminated door sill inlays, and you will actually get a wireless phone charger if you go with the Premium Plus trim level. That's going to be located just underneath the center armrest there. Now let's make our way to the tech display. Front and center, you will find a 7-inch color display screen. To control what is on that display screen, there's a circular dial and buttons just in front of the shifter there, but that's going to give you things like Bluetooth and audio streaming. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay will also come standard. Factory navigation also standard, and you can check out your radio information, of course, up there as well. Standard sound system, by the way, is going to be a 10-speaker sound system, but there is an optional Bang & Olufsen 3D sound system available if you wanted it, and that's going to add an additional $950, and that is the one that we have today. So you guys know what we have to do next. Let's turn on the radio, see what we got playing this morning, and let's test out the clarity of this one. That was a fun song. Definitely a ton of bass on this one. Crystal clear, plenty of loudness. That is an amazing sound system for the S4, more than enough. But so then last thing on the tech display I wanted to mention at least is when you do put the S4 in reverse, you will find a rear view camera with dynamic grid lines, letting you know who or what is behind you, which is always is going to lead me into safety. And so to start, there are front, side, and side curtain airbags, also what front driver and passenger knee airbags as well. In the back, you'll find latch, aka lower anchors and tethers for children for the rear car seats. Also standard, a tire pressure monitoring system, as well as Audi Presense Basic, Audi Presense City, and the Premium Plus trim level that we have today is actually going to add Audi Side Assist and Audi Presense Rear. And lastly, the Prestige trim level, that one is going to add adaptive cruise control with traffic jam assist, Audi Active Lane Assist, and a top view camera system. And so, but that is about it for this one, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like the video and subscribe. Feel free to follow me on social media at the bottom of the screen there, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay gold. What is up, you guys? Appreciate you guys watching this review. You guys are all super awesome. If you wanted to support the channel, myself and Stangosaurus, feel free to check out teespring.com/store/goldpony. Check out my merch. And again, I appreciate you guys' support, and I will see you guys in the next one. Stay gold.